Hi guys, with this video I'm going to show you how to defrost a pound of ground beef in my Ninja Foodie. You can do it in the microwave. I hate my microwave, so I choose to do it this way. Plus it also drains the grease down away from the meat, so it doesn't have to be drained out of the meat. Okay, so as you can see, this is an inner pot that goes into it. You may not be able to. There, I have filled this in with 1 cup of water. I then insert my insert. I will put the lid on, set it to seal, turn it on. I will pressure cook. I'll leave it on high, and I'll go ahead and, alright, and I'm just going to go ahead and set this for 18 minutes on high. And press start. That'll do its countdown, pressurize, then 18 minutes, I will be back. And here are the ingredients besides the hamburger meat that you'll need. You'll need the small can of tomato paste, 14-ounce diced tomatoes, either Italian style, whatever you have on hand, a jar or a can of your favorite tomato sauce or whatever you have laying around, 4 cups of beef broth, so I buy the box, ground pepper, crushed pepper, Italian seasoning, kosher salt, garlic, and a box of spaghetti, 16 ounces, 1 pound. I will probably only use, though, about a half of the box. Okay, and at this time you can see that I have not actually PC'd the meat to the point that it is completely cooked, for the fact that I do not like the texture that it gives. I want to actually saute it in my pot and brown it like normal now that it's defrosted. And here, as you can see, the meat is now broken up. And I'm going to go ahead and brown this as you would defrosted meat. And once that warmed up a little bit, I went in and put in probably, we like garlic in our family, so I went ahead and put a good, huge tablespoon of garlic out of the jar. And then give that a little stir just so you can start smelling it. Once you start smelling it, you don't want to let it go too far. You don't want it to burn. Drop in your whole jar, can, whatever it is that you have. It should be the 24 ounce, as close to that one size as possible. Dump that. Give that also a little quick stir. Then comes the 4 cups with a reserve of 1 cup roughly. I don't even bother. Don't bother. I don't do recipes. I just do it by ear, by eye. Then I take half jar, can full of broth, put it into the jar because I'm going to give it a good little shake after I finish this. And this is to shake anything that was reserved in that jar of tomato sauce with that beef broth. That is getting added too. Yeah, I know, you may be saying, well, that's a lot of liquid. But don't worry, this gets pressure cooked with pasta in and cooked at the same time. And at this point, it's the end. Like I said, do not stir that paste in. Just go ahead and get your lid, put it on, and we're going to set it for pressure cooking. Alright, so go ahead and set pressure cook on high. It's pasta, so we don't overdo this. Go ahead and lower it. Some people do half the time of what the minimum time is for pasta. Spaghetti I like to do 4. Anything else I like to do actually 2 to 1 minutes. But with spaghetti I'm going to go ahead and do 4 minutes. I'm going to set it to seal. And I'm going to go ahead and hit start. And it'll count down. And after that we will let it pressurize for the 4 minutes. We'll let it natural release for 3 minutes. And then we'll quick release it. And then I'll show you after that what it looks like and where to go from there. And at this time, it is now done pressurizing, and it is coming to the countdown for the natural release, which I said I will release it for 3 minutes, then I will quick release it. And I do keep the keep warm button on. Once I am done completely cooking, I just unplug it. It stays warm just fine for quite a while. So after the natural release and quick releasing it at the 3 minute mark, it's been now about 3 to 4, just going to be 3 minutes by the time I'm able to open the lid. And this is what it looks like when you open the lid. Yes, it's a little runny and everything, but give that a quick stir, and you're going to incorporate that tomato paste and everything, which will be a thickener. But as you can see, my noodles, they're pretty well separated. If they weren't separated properly, then just take a spaghetti fork or some tongs and kind of just separate them, and then let them cook on keep warm for just a few more minutes, and this will thicken. But as you can see, you just plate this up, and it's a nice sauce. If you want it thicker, I wouldn't do too much longer, because then the pasta will get overcooked. Also at this time, if you want, you could sprinkle Parmesan cheese on top, which will give it a different dynamic of flavor, or leave it and then just, if some people don't like Parmesan cheese, because some people don't, they call it stinky cheese, then go ahead and just let that sit for probably about 2 to 3 minutes. I actually unplug it, turn it off, whatever you want to do if you're cooking it on the stove, and serve.